pieces we have for the fall, for harvest, and if you shop with us right now, you're saving almost as much as you're spending. So it was originally $50. Now you can get this either beaded pumpkin or gourd with the flameless candle from LightScapes home for $27.99. That's $22 savings. Breaks down to 3 easy payments of $9.33 if you want both of them, which I recommend. 3 easy payments of $18.66. This is the pumpkin, and this is our gourd. But we only have 180 in the gourd. So if you want the set of them, this is a run, don't walk moment. You're getting that great beaded design, that flameless candle with that wax. And you're able to adjust this wick however you want. And my friend Ginger Walt is joining us today to talk a little bit about LightScapes. Ginger, it is so great to kick off my Friday with you. How you doing?
I am doing great now. How are you doing? Are you making people laugh today?
I am. Well, Ginger, I've got a 2-hour garden show coming up after this, so who knows what fun is in store with me.
We're in it. We're in it. We're going to have
We're going to have a lot of fun. Right. But I'm so glad we have these because
I love these.
We got to talk about them the other day. And tell me a little bit about what makes these so special.
Certainly. So first of all, they're brought to us by LightScapes. They've been around for well over 14 or 15 years, and they really bring a lot of indoor, outdoor sort of decor and seasonal stuff, but their flameless candle technology is really something special. This is all made out of real wax. You have that nice flickering candle. It takes 2 AA batteries and it's on a 6-hour timer. So that in itself, you can use this around all year round. You don't have to just use it inside the pumpkin, but it does nestle really nicely. It's a 3 by 5 inch candle, which really fits great inside. There's like a little holder that it sits into and kind of cups in there. But let's talk about the sculptural artwork, because that's really what these pieces are. They are sculpted metal that is on a wire frame, and then the beads have been individually placed to give you that wonderful kind of artisan quality with these. And then of course those beads are nicely painted. This is an indoor piece only, unless you have like you want to, because of the real wax, we don't want you to put it out in the sun time and have it kind of melt. But gorgeous. And then we also have the metal piece that's at the very top with the leaves, and then you have the stem. They're about 12 inches, I believe, around, and just a little bit under, I don't know, I would say about 10 for the dimension on each one of them. A little bit more for the gourd. I think the gourd is about 11 inches taller. And if you were going to use the gourd, I would say get the pair, because they really do look well like together, like, you know, putting them
in your own little
locations.
kind of pumpkin patch.
Yes, exactly. But I love the gourd, putting it in the center of one of your holiday or your fall wreaths, like I've done. And the reason I put the gourd in there is because there's so much orange that I don't want you to bury the pumpkin on the inside of it. But if you do have a different kind of a wreath, like I have this big, huge one that's here, I could take that and really use this as a centerpiece and put this one in the center like that. I mean, that is gorgeous.
It is. And it's gorgeous, if you will. And speaking of that gourd, we have been super limited in the gourd, so do not wait. We only have 170 remaining in the gourd now. But if you want our pumpkin, we now have fewer than 300. This has been super popular, $27.99 at a clearance sale price if you were going to get either of them. My recommendation is to pick up both. 3 easy payments of $18.66 will get both home. This is your ability to put them together or place them throughout your house like Ginger has in that wreath. But this is going to be that piece that really resembles what you see in a lot of the magazines in the home decor catalogs when we are talking about those pieces that are just timeless. This has that like almost vintage inspired look with the beads, but the fact that you have that elevated look with that metal design and the candle that is flameless all in one. This is not something that you have to go and find the candle for. You are getting it, you can break it apart, but usually you would see a piece like this out and it would not come with the candle. You were getting both of them for $27.99, so make sure, call 800-500-7590. That's always the easiest way to reach us over here on QVC2, and check out of those carts because we are getting limited across the board. But When we are getting this candle home, Ginger, is there anything we need to do? Is this this is just 2 AA batteries, correct?
Yeah, 2 AA batteries. They come nicely packaged with the candle because it is real wax. We want to make sure that it doesn't get damaged in packaging and kind of dented or what have you. But the only thing you're going to do is put the 2 AA batteries in, close the compartment, and put it on that timer when you want it to start. And it's a repeat timer, 6 hours on, 18 hours off. And then you're just going to nestle it right in the center there and find a place where everybody's going to be able to see it. Maybe when you come in your front door, if you have that little table and you just want to leave one item right there, you can do just like this. If you want to decorate a centerpiece, you can do something like I've done. Now, what I did with this one is I wanted to raise it up a little bit. You can put like a book, or I have like a little stand that's right there. You can do that too, just to kind of bring it up and elevate it so that it's up just a hair. But we all have these wreaths laying around, different colors of wreaths that you can kind of repurpose. If you only put one on your front door, but you have 3 other ones, well, certainly use it with a pumpkin or a gourd, because it does make a spectacular centerpiece.
Yeah, and I think
really
these are
beautiful.
also great gifts. Maybe think of teachers going back to
Great
school
gifts.
because it is a flameless candle, but it is something super fun, and it's a little bit tactile because you've got those beads that have a little bit of movement. But
Yes.
think of how this is when you are putting it on the mantle. I just have the gourd over here and the pumpkin right here, the way that it flanks. And if you
Beautiful.
have that wreath at home with maybe those autumnal colors, I know we have one, I think, coming up at the end of the show that you could tie in with these colors. It gives you that great sort of flanked look, but you'll find little nooks and crannies throughout your home to put this and really liven up that space. But at $27.99, when we are getting super limited, I do not want you to wait, because we have about fewer than 170 in our gourd, and then we are getting very limited in that pumpkin again. For the pumpkin, we only have 250 remaining now, and in that gourd, oh no, I said 170, it's down to 140. So make sure you are calling 800-500-7590, $27.99 for these. They were originally $50. And I love that you also are able to mold the leaves on these, Ginger. So you're able to kind of bend it.
You can.
Wherever you need, just
Yeah.
to get that autumnal flair. If you picked up that wreath from Home Reflections earlier, it's that same sort of malleable metal. But this is something that you are going to pull out year after year. It goes with any sort of decor, whether it is, you know, more modern or more cottage farmhouse chic. This is one of those timeless
right.
pieces.
It really is, and it looks like something that you picked up at a one-of-a-kind store
Yeah.
or a little boutique-y kind of shop, because I've seen ones that are very similar, but never with the beads. So when we first brought this out, I was like blown away. I thought this is a great combination, giving you the beads that are on there. It just really looks artisan quality.
Yeah.
And then adding in that wonderful flameless candle in the center, so it's a 2-in-1. You're really getting a full, complete looking centerpiece, or something that you can tuck into those various locations on a side table or a book stand, or you know, just to kind of give you that hint of fall without overdoing it. I love it.
I love these pieces because they are, like, as you said, that hint of fall, but they're the perfect, like, sort of size, where this is something that whether you have someone living in assisted living, or, you know, I live in an apartment, I don't always want to go all out for the holidays in decoration.
Same,
but I
right.
want to have something that really livens up the space, that I get excited for. This also has that timer option. So this is something that can greet you when you come home. Get that great illumination. Even when the lights were dimmed, we saw earlier, the way that this candle kind of reflects off the beads, you're getting that great glow that is kind of dispersed in your space. But for $27.99, you will use these time and time again. This is our gourd. We are getting super limited in that gourd. I think we have less than 140-ish to go around on this. And then we have our pumpkin, which is getting super limited as well. The pumpkin, now 200 remain. 3 easy payments of $9.33. If you want both of them, $18.66 on 3 easy payments. We'll get them home. Item number H466118. Ginger, thank you so much for bringing these in, and we will see you when we move into the garden next hour.
Yes, you will.
I will see you then. Hopefully I don't break anything this time.